What's up? Welcome to Christian Vibes TV. My name is Neza Brown, and this is CV Reaction, your favorite Christian gospel entertainment review. And here, today we are talking about gospel musician and gospel evangelist Diana Asamoah, who has been in the news trends for some time now with reference to certain proclamations she has made on TV, on radio, and on social media with regards to certain issues that has popped up over the weeks. Yeah. And in a recent interview, very, very recent, like last week thereabout, she was on Joy Prime morning show, and she was having a discussion with a host. And certain declarations she made over there, certain statements she made over there, I feel like are really, really appalling. Like, Diana Asamoah is someone we believe to be more like an evangelist, a revivalist. But of late, the things she did talk for radio and TV there, it really know they what makes sense, right? Yeah. Well, for some time now, she and Cecilia Mafo has been on and off TV, having conversations and sharing whatever transpired between them in the past 2 years. Diana Asamoah came on Joy Prime, and then she stated that whatever happened 2 years ago stayed in 2 years ago. But then it looks like the musician Cecilia Mafo wants to thrive or wants to trend on certain old news, and so she needed to come clear some of the conversations that had happened in the past. In the process of doing this, she also made certain statements I feel were really not cool and were really not necessary, especially with regard to the one that she mentioned that Cecilia Mafo is not a woman of God, and then whatever Cecilia Mafo was doing was more like a fallacy. It wasn't true. Like, why would a woman of God come out to condemn the activities of another woman of God when God was giving her the mantle, you were not standing at the right or the left? She also made certain interesting declarations about the reason why she had not worn makeup, or she used not to wear makeup, what inspired it, and the name of Apriku, my daughter. If most of you remember this evangelist who was called Apriku, my daughter, one of the popular Kumasi evangelists who passed on some years ago, and she was attributing her problems or that issues to the fact that the pastor, as at the time that she converted to become a Christian, it was him who gave her the teachings that she needed. And then for now, she's no more a baby Christian. She has grown into the Christian life. And so it is necessary for her to adjust to certain conversations and to certain narratives. Let us go check out some of the videos that she mentioned. And when we come back, we'll talk more about it.
Video be trendy this week, and I say now we bo nuabachi. Nuabai ba TV so obesunye. Nuaba Cecilia Mafo or unia. Aye.
Obia ye menua.
Aye. Na wonim no fitete nyenne na wonim no. Ye mu bi bia sada na na ye hia wo mo. Nanso video ne ba ye osunye no ko bi beka se nka wo kra na obecheche ne re. O menua me ye wo bone fa me bone cheme. Nanso ko radio so uko sreye sa otutinto si ogun ko fo enu ni ade se bi o Bible yi kura Jesus o sa obi a ni freni what the tesio na sa nani inti adenti na wonua ye bibia wo mfa phone friend nka nche se say na emom no ko social media say wo pese wo trend wo wonua na sem so
me da se pa nye trending
na yede
one asem no kra wo busa na okan na esi last 2 years esi bra okoje mic free Joyce Bresson Sama okeka nsem kyere na di atwam Kristo ni papa bi apesa okọ wani mu a okay Philippians chapter 3 verse 12 was Paul say nyasa me nsanya ka bibia na ma wie peye me mo me ma me wure fidi atwam me pre komenim judi ni bi apesa wudi nkunim na nipa bi a wasase so a opesa wudi nkunim wa wabrabom no a certain be a more will feed the atram. Yes, the moment I will drink a chileno. Now call it. Me who say, on yes of and I say, on yin mini pa, on nim Bible.
Oh, sir.
Tea and patch meba. According to Bible. Bible no. ansana abeyi nyame adwuma no onsa me ka kire wo say first na minim pause na me yabofra me dwene sabofra me kasa sabofra afedi magu mofra de ye no chese onyini akola bi abewo no 2 years time on nante ye no wutim kasa kora yi oyare ana bibi ha no nyame dwuma na ye no nipa ba ko ntumi nye Bible say adwuma no so adwumayefo ni sa enti so obi apamu beya me da na Asamoah mintumi ensi kwan because adwuma no even wo sora na dwa bompa yen kwan kra papa mama mpa bo nkokwa akwamchene enkokwa fasting enkokwa na de enti a me ma me ba mu beka asa ne se wonim Bible ka sam na abusa no kanya no na so yi ano se dan Asamoah ne Canada Japan na eguma sori
wo sha sorry asina now share Christo so masina omo so wonsa no dey no mo kan because first now dressing and say
tie ena me ka ba no ohun se me ba Christo mu na no bia me be pie mu ye sabre no ena na brother bi o ye Nigerian eso di Emmanuel me ba Christo mu sabre no na we se makopo ase aba we see me mu ayi makumoti abefa me ko wi
water rasta cry free ma me water ho
enti sabre no me ba ye no na aprakuma daughter na wo gina so pa enti ba bia me kwa asoro no ye kofa ne ba ho wo so wako moti ade ne ko wirem ene waba enti wako ye no okohu se man ko ade ye ti eye nipa muja powder ye bokra na osi nipa nkasa na motia ne hye na makeup ni adenti obekasa na obi amaba Kristo mfoforo no me madwen nyina ne say yese hwehwe nyankopon ahenie ne ne tene ne kane na odi we nyina beka ho na ono no kasi su dua se wo yes ha ne ma na wo nko heaven men so madwen ne se mpese me ko heaven on sa sabre no e bayama woman bi sister bi so be gina so de Cynthia Dore Brown onu so wa kopo ase that time na so fa kwabo apa na de ne ye crusade enti saade ne bewura mi mu e ma me ama sore kra na me koge bi nso no so de reta onu so akopo ase onu so be kekansem na me ba Kristo mu na me ko join deliverance team to on ba kekansa no na me so ma dwen nyina ne say media me ko suma urade akọ heaven nti se ebesi me heaven ho kwan de ani kwan se me yede
it is so far preaching no
niema no a o ke kan ye na
ne ma afi no so makeup de wonya bi
ai se o se ma me wata ne produce na wo ya wo bokopo ase wo nkọ heaven ni ade oh that time no na me nyan ko Bible no detail
it is necessary
me ba Kristo no me ye ma dwen se me suade ena sofo a me kopie na so no da bi e be kwasori bia no use blackboard o kire ya de te say Bible school say America say kura wa be Bible school Reverend Ato Hege.
Okay, so these are the words, these are not my words. which content creator usually say these are not my words? Sheldon will say these are not my words. So these are the very words that came out from Diana Asamoah, evangelist, and she made these declarations or she made this statement when she was hosted on Joy Prime. And I don't like the fact that when the interviewer asked Diana in regards to Cecilia Malfo's question, she found it funny and she was laughing. This same thing she did on radio the other time, she was laughing. I mean, when an issue comes up and we are confronting you and you are laughing, it makes it look like there is no kind of like substance or kind of like reason for you to reply the issues. But if we are going to be true to ourselves, this is the very same person Cecilia Malfo mounted her stage in 2022 when she hosted her first ever Abba Father concert at the UPSC auditorium. Cecilia Malfo mounted the stage, even though she had issues with her and everything. She put all of them behind. She mounted the stage and ministered beautifully with her alongside. The videos are all over the internet. Last year at the UPSC auditorium, the woman has come on TV and she's crying and she's saying Diana Asamoah contributed to the collapse of her ministry and she finds it funny. Like she finds it funny and saying that this issue goes way back 2 years. I mean, so issues are way back 2 years, so people should not hurt about it, right? But it feels really bad. She quoted the Bible and said, Paul says we should look forward to the future and forget the past things. It is so good. It is so right. But then in the situation where the woman was asked a question about her ministry, and she made reference to it that you were a causative organ in the collapse of her ministry 2 years ago. And for now, she has only about 40 members in her church. And you come on radio and you find this thing funny because you claim that she used to spit into the mouth of members, and she was doing all those disdain stuff. Fine. The interviewer even said that you could have actually called her and tell her all these things that she was doing was not necessary. But you took the privilege of it and came on social media, came on radio, TV, and to slap and lambast her like this. I feel really bad for Sister Mafu in this situation. I don't say what the evangelist Diana Asamoah is doing is really wrong or really right. But in this situation, I feel bad for Sister Mafu because it looks like she's being portrayed as playing the victim card where she's being hurt. We need to take people's emotional, emotional conversations serious. If there were no emotional conversations, at least that we talk about the Bible, we preach the Bible, but we forget the Bible also holds some of the most vulnerable conversations that has ever been held in the history of the world. Paul, Barnabas, John Mark, all those people had really, really, really tough, vulnerable moments, and it needed to be talked about. And it is also important that we Christians today, have to take into consideration people's emotional, emotional well-being. Because if you come on radio and TV and you react like this, it makes it look like, well, whatever, I don't know why, Martiano, like, you are not the only perfect person. And so if Sister Amafo had done something wrong, which is apparently not right, nobody's affirming it, nobody's yesing it. But then in the situation where you are also a preacher, you are also an evangelist who knows the Bible very well and preaches and quotes the Bible to people, you should not be in a position to slap her like this. No one does that. I love the evangelist Diana Asamoah, I love her very much because she has that authority. When it comes to evangelizing, when it comes to teaching the Bible, that woman knows what she's talking about. But we can all be perfect at the same time. And so you should not use, social media is powerful. It hurts people. Like, I don't know, but it is one of the most dangerous tools that we have now. The internet, the social media, and everything. We should know how we talk about people in such spaces. If it is right, call them. You have their number. Call them into your secret places. Talk to them. Rather than bringing them to open places and slapping them in their face like this. I'm sad. This is not how we live as Christians. This is not how we talk about Christians. This is not how we relate to Christians. We draw people to ourselves, we teach and we correct. We don't lambast. But the Bible says open rebuke is better than hidden laugh. But this is not the rebuke that the Bible was talking about. Not on TV. Save yourself. My name is Neza Brown. Catch you next time on our next episode. This has been Christian Vibes TV, your favorite gospel entertainment bloghouse. Kindly subscribe to the YouTube channel and see ya.